Are we on? Alright. Hi, guys. This is Mike again. Welcome to FGC Scandinavia, where I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing working, and unbelievable technical issues the last few days. So, Ultra Street Fighter was not the only one with issues and problems. I had mine as well. But I'm back and I'm streaming, and I'm really happy to be here. So, thank you for being patient with me and everything. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the stream and who I am. This is a FGC for Scandinavia. I'm trying to do it for Denmark, Sweden, Finland, all you other guys, maybe Northern Europe as well. So I'm hoping we can get something going a little more in Europe. Of course, we have the champion. I've neither the Americans or the Japanese thought we would have him, but we got him, or we. The European Union, anyway. All right, people. So it's been an unbelievable last 10 days, and a lot was going on since. Oh, wrong finger. Ultra Street Fighter 4 came out, and that is it was unbelievable. We had before the whole thing came to PC. I'm telling you, we had people out on the streets. And they were like with big signs and hearts and everything, and they were just like going crazy, and women started taking their clothes off, and people were having sex right on the street, massive sex orgies just going. People were just, they were all so horny, and they were just getting to it and going nuts with it was insane. They just really wanted to play this game so much, and they were, oh man, it was terrible. It was crazy, man. But anyway, so then the game came out, or not the game, I guess the DLC came out, and chaos. I don't believe I've ever seen so many streams and so many posts on Steam Network. It was just insane what went down there. People were flaming it. They were torching the place. They were yelling, "Evil Capcom! Kill death to Capcom! We hate you! We will kill you! We will kill you, and we will do it now! Do it now!" But they didn't kill Capcom, but they want to. I had this one guy writing it, "We're going to kill them! Why do we hate them so much?" And people asking for refunds and going nuts, and that was like in the first 2 or 3 hours after the DLC came out, because there were so many issues with what was going on there. So let's dive right into it, and we all know what the issues are now. There are definitely online and netcode issues, and there are a lot of them. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to hit around that first and talk a little bit what was going on, guys. When I went online there, and I'm just seeing people, they're just having so many problems on, especially ranked. And now ranked is apparently really messed up. You can't do anything in ranked right now, and that's kind of a shame because people are freezing up. They're getting chucked from the game. There are conspiracies about lag switchers or switch laggers, or guys that apparently can take their modems or their routers and then cause automatic lag. I don't know how they do that. I mean, it's kind of cool, but some people want to do that. That's all right. I don't know what it is. Okay, that was one of the conspiracies anyway, and it's true. There are some difficulties there. There are the big disappointment is on the training mode. You can look for automatic. You can search for people automatically in training mode, but then you got lag on that, and you got lag in game, and there's just lag everywhere. It's just the laggiest thing that ever came out, but I found, and now I'm not going to get into what you can do about it and all the little details and stuff, but luckily Capcom has released a statement that by August 20th, tomorrow, there will be an opt-in beta to check the upcoming patches, and they're going to let people in. Normally I would have thought they would have done that before they released the game, but I mean, if they want to do it that way, I mean, it's a strange marketing idea, but if that's the way you want to go, that's the way you're going to go. So that's cool. So let's go. We're really excited about that. See what's going to go on. But that's tomorrow, and from tomorrow, or I guess from 1200 hours. I'm not sure. This is Central European time, so I'm not sure what time Capcom are going to exactly start the opt-in to do the beta. I don't know, but it should be fun to see what people get out of that, and if they're actually going to fix the things, or if it's going to be like the last patch where nobody really knew what the hell was going on. That should be fun to see. Nobody knows. I'm looking forward to that, though. And everybody's talking about this horrible netcode, and it's the netcode's fault. You know what, guys? I don't even know what a netcode is. The first time I heard, this is just between us, right? The first time I ever heard about a netcode, that was like when this game came out, and I thought that was kind of weird. So I'm just like, oh, that's something with coding and doing stuff, and, so I just... All right, well, that probably does suck, and you're wondering about why does that suck, and you would wonder that a game that is as old as this one, 60 frames per second is vital to this type of game. Why isn't that working? It's 2014. Why isn't this going down? Why are there so many lag problems in a pretty simplistic game from the viewpoint of what we're seeing now with games, really hardcore. I mean, when we started at World of Warcraft, or everybody probably played that game. I've played it a lot. I'm a big MMOer. I've played a lot of MMOs, and there were lag issues. There were definitely kick issues and lag issues, but it wasn't half of what we're seeing now. And it just kind of wonders because it kind of wonders. I wonder, and I wonder. And I really wonder, I sound like Kermit the Frog now. Why am I suddenly talking like Kermit the Frog? Well, and it makes me wonder, I'm starting to do that again. Why am I doing that? Oh, what the fuck. Alright, cheers, by the way. This is a margarita. I bought it I just bought it. It tastes alright. Alright, anyway, I lost what I was talking about, but fuck it, so what? No, anyway, this netcode, and I'm wondering why today, after these standards, at Capcom, or a company as big as Capcom, and especially a fighting game industry at all, why isn't it working? Why doesn't this vital part of I mean, nowadays standards. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it probably wasn't that normal that, you would just go online and everything would work and then you would just start playing. But now, last few years, you really expect that from a game, you really expect that when you go online, it just kind of works, I mean, everybody just expects that. And, I remember when we used to do LAN parties, me and some buddies of mine, we would get together, we'd be big, fat, sweaty guys, like 10 of us just sitting in this little room, and that's about 10, 15 years ago. And we didn't take any game for granted. We had to work at it to get the damn things to work at all. I mean, we really had to, get wires, look at the IP addresses and get that to work, get the modems to the router to work, and, get the computers to talk to each other. And it would take basically a whole night, so we had a whole system. We said, we're going to wait before we start playing games. We just got to get the network going, and that was a lot. That was half the fun of it, where we drank some beers and we had some fun and got drunk and we did that. So I don't think that probably my generation. I don't think I'm that expectant of it. So it's okay for me to go in when you see a game like Street Fighter. So it's pretty natural for me to go in there and then go, okay, there's some issues with the lag and with the network. I'm probably going to have to go in and open some or forward or open some ports on your router. There's some graphical issues you can work on. There's some workarounds you can do until it gets better. And I don't really expect anybody just to give it to me. Oh, it works. Damn, like a lot of people on Steam, right? I just want my money back. This sucks. It doesn't suck, guys. It's a good game, and the stuff they're doing is really, really hard. I mean, you got to be really smart to make a game. I'm not. That's it. And anyway, so I'm thinking that I want to play this game, so I'm going to work around these issues. And right now, as long as I'm playing with people, I play with people from met a lot of nice guys from my own country, which is Denmark, and Sweden, Norway. Holland especially Holland and Germany for me is especially good. I don't know why. It just works very well. And I get from England or the entire UK. That's usually where I get the best matches and the best games. And we made some endless battles, and that works out really well. We don't get much lag at all. We're really happy about that. So it's really cool. We're talking online, and there's not much lag. It's a lot of fun. So that's really cool. So I hate when people just like give up and say, oh, I want my money back, or I'm just going to give up. There's the opt-in tomorrow. They listen to community. They're going to do something about it. So I think that's kind of cool. And Capcom, credit to them for listening to us, and relatively quickly, I guess. I guess it's just a point of view. Alright, so that was a little bit the netcode, the online, what's going on in the Steam network. Everybody's talking about it. Well, that's a cool thing. Everybody's talking about the game. Everybody wants to play the game in the PC community, which is not big. It's I think it's 3,000-ish people that play the game on PC or anyway through the Steam network. So that's pretty cool, and that's something to work with. And that's what we're doing right here with FGC Scandinavia. I hope to get a lot of Scandinavian countries really turned on to this, and up in Scandinavia or Northern Europe. Like I said, I just want to get back to that with the countries. When I start streaming, I'm probably going to stream a lot, and you'll see some practice sessions and see me doing those different things. I'm having trouble with Southern Europe and Eastern Europe. There are a lot of countries there. It's just not that great. I would love to play with you guys, but it's just a lag fest, and it really bites. I really hope that the opt-in will change that. So I've really tried, guys. From Russia, Romania, countries like that, Bulgaria. I think I've tried a couple of games with, and it's just not good. It just doesn't work. So I'm pretty much giving up, or just putting on standby and keeping it to Northern Europe and Scandinavia, of course. And England and the UK. The Baltic countries, not so great either, guys. So I'm sorry about that, but it's nothing personal. It just doesn't work. Americans, I would love to play with you guys. I even sound American because I used to live there. I used to be American, and a lot of people don't believe that I'm not American, but I am actually Danish. And I like being Danish. I like being Scandinavia. I like being Scandinavia. I like this. That's what everybody's expecting me to say. All right, so I just wanted to go on just a little quickly, end off with the new characters, talk a little bit about them. I love the new characters. I love them. I think they're very, very entertaining to play with. I love to watch them play. Especially my heart has gone out to Hugo. He bodies me nearly every time I play against him. I got a couple of friends out there, a guy from England, a great guy, a high salt, and a Danish friend of mine that I play with, really great guys, and we had some great matches. Thank you for putting up and letting me be your training dummy, but I will have my revenge. I will revenge you. So that's really great. I love Hugo. I'm really getting on to Rolento too. I was really surprised about Rolento and the way he was like, he's like sort of like a Vega type thing, apparently. I haven't had many matches against him, and I don't play any of the new characters yet, and I'm probably not going to. As you can see on the funny, wait a minute, right there. There we go. The pictures, right there we go. Cody is my main, and THawk is my secondary choice, and my third choice is add-on. And I'm probably going to stick to these guys basically because I don't have any more time, but that's for a different show, a different Steam that I will talk about endlessly. But anyway, the new characters, DeCapri, a lot of fun. Wow, what a wild character. She's flying all over the place. You don't know where she's at. Is it like Cammy? No, it's not Cammy. I mean, is it? Oh my God, just take some mask off. It's probably going to be, and then you see, what's his face? Then you see Honda instead, hello, it is me, Honda. And it's not Honda, but it's not so. All right. Elena, she's a weird, quirky character. I haven't really seen anybody except Justin Wong play her well. We had a guy play her a bit. It looked pretty good. Nothing against you, dude, but it wasn't like great. I don't know. I'm still like kind of a Poison. Again, I think it's. I don't know. It's a whole dude girl thing. I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't care. If it's a dude or a guy. I mean, the whole backing story. I love that one on the net too. People are asking like, is Poison a dude? Because I don't want to get a boner if it's a dude, but I do kind of get a boner because she's pretty freaking hot, man. But I don't want a boner if it's a dude. And you get a boner anyway, so it's okay. I mean, I don't play her because basically she makes me horny or he makes me horny, But would it be okay then? And this is going to be another topic for another show. But I mean, if she had her junk, his junk, would you still do her? I don't know. Just this is one of those questions that you never. Well, anyway, I think the characters are fun, and the balance changes now. The balance changes that have come to the game. Personally, I like them. I think they're cool. Mostly because Cody, his walk speed is faster. There are a few things that are a little more viable. His his Ultra 1 hasn't really been touched. His Ultra 2 is kind of messed up, I think. dust, and you're just wondering. I just don't remember the name. I got a brain fart. I don't remember what it's called. But we found out, a friend of mine, that we ran into a relento fart that I read, that this was a bug that he can stop the Ultra just before Cody starts it, and he just goes in there and with a medium kick, and it's done. God, that's gotta suck. All right, and we got, and of course there's add-on. He's a little more, his crouching light punch is more viable now. It works better. There's a few of those things. I just feel them along the way. I don't know. I'm not going to go up in all details just in this show, because I just wanted to say hello and I just wanted to tell everybody about myself and a little bit about this. So this is kind of like an introduction, but I'll get into the other stuff in more detail. All right, and I wanted to talk about balance change, and the funniest balance change, the best balance change of all time is, of course, THawk, and what's going on with THawk. Oh, he's overpowered. Oh my God, THawk is the new king. He's going to win everything. Wow. I mean, what have they actually done? I read a post, it was really funny, where in the Steam forums, where this one guy was just bashing THawk to death about how good he's gotten. He's so overpowered, and you go online, and there's only THawks just doing the condor jump and the condor dive and condor this and that, and I can't do anything. It's so overpowered. Come on, really? What universe did I wake up in where THawk was overpowered? That's got to be the funniest shit I've ever heard. If you actually play THawk, which was kind of funny in the last part of the stream, and in his thread, it turns out he's actually never played THawk. He doesn't even know how to play THawk, and he's actually never really personally had any matches against THawk. What's happened to THawk? He's had some vital tools put in there, and I'm going to do a stream about it on the not so long future. I'll put up a lot about my THawk experience and how I trade him up and what I do. The tools that he's gotten now are really good. His Gondo Spire is a little faster. His crouching medium kick is finally linkable, is finally accessible to other. You can link it into Gondo Spire, and that's just great. But that's basically it, and he's got a few other things that are a little faster and a little slower. It's nothing big. I mean, if you can't deal with a Condor Spire coming at you 10 times, maybe you should consider golf. But anyway, I mean, come on, it works once, you know. I mean, when you watch it, when you saw that, I don't remember the kid's name who was at Evo. He got pretty high up with his THawk. He was one of the most enjoyable fights, because he was just like mashing that move. It was just coming out all the time, and people just said, "Where does this guy? What the fuck is going on?" But they didn't know. So I thought a lot of people were really like shaken by the balance changes and what happened to the new characters and Rose winning Evo, and people are still kind of phased about it. But I think they're getting their legs again, and they're trying to figure everything. They're coming back to it. But basically, I think they're right. If, of course, I do realize there are unbelievable amounts of problems in this game, and there are unbelievable amounts of really big problems that I think the better you get at this game, the more noticeable they will be. I am a beginner. I used to play a lot for 2 years ago. I was really into it, but personal issues did, so I have not really played. I just started a month ago. So yeah, basically about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I have hand issues, so I have something called essential tremor. Essential tremor is a disorder that makes your hands or your head shake uncontrollably. You don't really know why. It just does. And that's why I had my joystick in my right hand all the time I played, but I decided to change since I started getting pain in my left hand on the buttons. There was some pain there, so I decided to turn it back to just the normal thing, and I've been playing with that since, and it's been working out all right. I'm learning, and it's going forward, but I'm going to get into that in yet another Steam. So, any last thoughts? Basically, I really enjoy this, and basically, I really just want to see people come together around the FGC in Scandinavia, of course, but, in Northern Europe, Southern Europe, everywhere in the world. I just really, really hope that the netcode in the fighting games, we're going to be looking at other fighting games as well. Injustice, Mortal Kombat X is coming up. I mean, how cool does that look? That just looks so unbelievable. I just really, really hope that, and I've seen in other streams, some other guys mentioning it, that they will be looking at netcode and they will be doing it. I think that the companies are going to be forced to start working a lot more on the netcode. They're really going to have to take things seriously. They're really going to have to really start looking at the netcode and really just decide with their games, we really want these games to evolve. We want the communities to evolve. And just closing your eyes and saying that every country in the world these games are designed to be played in arcade. There's a lot of countries that don't have arcades. We don't have arcades in this country. I think we have one, as far as I know. I don't think there's that many arcades. I know there's some in England, or maybe one or two, but in Japan it's a big culture, and I would love to see that. I would love to see that happen, but that's just not it, and I think that these companies will be looking at a culture change, and they will have to accept that if they want their products out, or shit's going to go happen, and people are just going to get tired of it, especially the professionals. And that was my introduction to this show and a little bit about Ultra Street Fighter 4, and I'm really looking forward to do more from this stream, and I hope that people watch. I'm a little bit alone right now. I do have a watcher, though. I did have a guy from Greece that was watching, and some other guys, so I just hope that everybody gets to watch the stream. You can find me on YouTube. You can catch me on Facebook. I will be putting more on. There will come a lot more information, and there's a lot going on in the Scandinavian community and in the Danish community especially, which I know a little bit about, and I will be getting back to that on another stream. So thank you so much for watching and my little introduction here and my thoughts on Ultra Street Fighter 4. There's going to be a lot more and a lot more fun. So cheers, my brothers, and have some good fights. GG, have some fun. This is the Mikester. Peace out.